Good evening. Naitwa George Aliet. George Aliet is the chief whip Bunge La Mwananchi, Kenya. Bunge La Mwananchi, as you know, is a social justice movement. We try to inculcate or propagate good concepts that it deals with the welfare of the membership of the community. Yes. Yeah.
So watu wengi sana kwa hii channel yetu wenyewe already wamekuona, wamependa sana venye una-analyze mambo especially when it comes to governance. Na leo tunataka tuongelele the issue yenye imekuwa ya Edwin Sifuna ambaye ni SG wa ODM. ODM being that they are not the government, the broad-based government. Sifuna akiongea vitu kama hizo kwa interview. Na the previous day, 2 days before, Baba alikuwa kwa interview NTV. Na ni kama the ODM now is speaking from two sides. Tuamini nani? Tuamini SG ambaye ni spokesperson wa chama ama tuamini Raila ambaye ni mwenye chama? And how does this affect the standing of broad-based government delivering its mandate?
Okay. Literally, being we are in politics, however much we are under institutions, but equally we have our personal minds. This Sifuna, who is the SG of the party, and there's this Sifuna as an individual, as a personality. Now, if I might literally talk a little bit about the utterance of the SG of the party. As a serious member of ODM and a serious proponent of broad-based government, I can tell you for a fact, Sifuna is speaking his mind. The reasons why he's speaking his minds, according to me, is well known to him. Reasoning being, according to me, it is not Sifuna, the SG of our party, that I've seen. We've had previous SGs who always not speak in the position of the party. But then you realize Raila, being who he is mature, is old, is wise. So there are wars you can never drag Raila in. But according to me, our direction is always given by the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Once you've had Raila spoken, the die is cast. So with us, we are seeing Sifuna as just any person who is overjoyed by the privileges given. To an extent, it doesn't matter whether he's going overboard. What matters to him is that he has the power of attorney of the party. Yes, so he's using it abusively, according to me. And that one brings me to your last question. It doesn't have any impact or effect from the party members. There are these people who will tell you we are ODM members. But the truth be told, real ODM members does organic politics of the party. And we know Raila Odinga and ODM is one are the same. So the position Raila Odinga gives, that's the position of the party.
Yeah.
Yes. If at all there's anything that should be done within the framework of the party, we have organs of the party, sits and discuss issues. Now, let me give you my personal mind. It is not the official position. I see Edwin Sifuna as somebody who is trying to place himself in a strategic position so that he can propel his political endeavors. And more so when it comes to Nairobi politics. Because as you see, when it comes to politics, you have to strategize, you have to map out, you have to zone, you need to know your constituency and the likely constituency that you can tap so that you succeed. And so, when we talk about Nairobi as a county, you have to realize the dominant constituency that you cannot wish away is the Kikuyu nation. And if at all Sifuna is yearning to be a gubernatorial aspirant of Nairobi, he has to please these people. And that's why you see that there's a double speak. As a party, we don't have double speak. What I can tell you for a fact, it is not just a matter of time. He's going to pave way and he's going to proceed doing his own things. We cannot gag anybody. Like even you see today, you will get Babu Owino. Mheshimiwa Babu Owino is also speaking his mind. And we can never curtail Babu's aspirations. Let them do what they do. Let them talk the way they are talking. But as a party, we always have a position.
Yeah.
It has not started today. Like myself, I'm old enough. I did see the way Paul Muito was behaving. What was the first vice of Fort Kenya? I did see the way Martin Sikuku was behaving. The bucks did stop there. If I bring through to the most recent one, We did see the way Ababu Namwamba was behaving. Are you getting that? So at the end of the day, it is a matter of individual interest. Yeah. So their interest, we cannot curtail as membership of the party. Like you'll always get so many people saying that we were ODM members, and so because we now have two, we can never have. If you are talking of two ODM parties, then it means you are dissecting Raila into two. Because if today you want to prove ODM and Raila is one and the same, if Raila walks away, my friend, ODM is a shell. Yes.
But when you say like that kumekuwa na Sifuna as a person akona his own political interest, which is his right, na kuna sasa interest ya chama him kama ASG. Don't you think this confusion inaweza affect maybe, let's say, even the recruitment of new members? New members mostly, I believe as a party, ODM might want to recruit Gen Zs for the longevity. But don't you think as Gen Zs tukiangalia hii kitu na tunaona hapa even kama kuna confusion, yes, we don't have that political experience ama that advantage ya kujua how politics goes, especially a chama. Don't you think inaweza kuwa disadvantage kwa ODM such that a party like DCP or maybe a party like UDA, wenye wote wanaendana na what the party leader is saying is the same thing that the SG is saying, don't you think hiyo inaweza fanya watu kama Gen Zs waende to maybe DCP or maybe UDA? And also in that fact, how does this now even come to kama Ruto, the president, does this confusion between the party leader and the SG, does it signal anything to him, ama yeye mwenyewe anajua this is part of politics, a part of party politics, na by the time inafika 2027 maybe even another person will be the SG na aitakuwa Sifuna? Will that change anything?
What I can tell you, as a people, serious proponents of the real Raila's ideology, like everything is ingrown. Even these young people, there's somebody who is morally the way that he or she is brought up. You realize this person subscribed to a certain ideology. And that's where the mentorship comes. So the people who believes in Raila's ideology, as early as they are in terms of age, they'll literally wait for Raila's direction. So as a party, and the young people who subscribe to our ideology, there's no confusion to them. The confusion is a narrative created by the media. When the time comes, the dust is going to settle. You'll get the direction of the ODM family. And that's the moment you'll know these are serious ODM members or this one naysayers. When it comes to Mheshimiwa William Ruto, let me tell you, if I leave Ruto outside the leadership of this country, Ruto as a person is a politician. Ruto as a person and is a politician. Like according to me, I'm not praising him because of some personal interest. According to me, Ruto is a role model to me because I've followed him up from the first time he managed Eldoret North. When it comes to Ruto, that's the only Solomon I know. Because Ruto is articulate, he does his things well, he behaves like Mwai, who was not assuming every bit of intelligence report. Are you getting that? So apart from Ruto as a person, our government security network works well, and they know, without even them consulting Raila, consulting Sifuna, getting what people say, they know the position of where we are going. And so there's not confusion there. Yes. Yeah.
So finally, as we end up this thing of the broad-based government,
yes,
there was the proposal that there should be an official opposition office in government.
Yes.
I guess it was also in the NADCO report, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
But by the way, a lot of people are seeing ODM behaving. It's like now they're not playing any opposition role in the government. They're not hawakosoi serikali.
Yes.
Do you think this is a good thing now when we implement now the opposition office officially? Don't you think itakuwa compromise sana na the government will not have any opposition na the common mwananchi atakuwa na watu wa kuwatetea? At least Bunge La Mwananchi mnajaribu.
What I might tell you, according to me, I think everybody has a right to enjoy privileges that are within our setups. Because the truth be told, even if we now designate some people to be de facto opposition leaders without privileges from the citizenry, like getting funds from the exchequer, let me assume that. Even if that one happens, then you realize our people will still champion a cause. Are you getting that? And there's nobody who is earmarked to be in the opposition. Are you getting that? Like the way I've told you, like right now, why aren't they recognize Gachagua to be the opposition leader? Because there was a time Raila was a de facto opposition leader. And in the helm of the hierarchy of the elections, he wasn't second.
Yeah.
So what normally happens is that opposition is not designated for our people. Right now, the ODM family, okay, we had this broad-based government because we wanted the country to settle.
Yeah.
We were trying to contain the polarization that was coming up with the Gen Z movement. Are you getting that? But at the end of the day, it doesn't deny any other person to tell the government what needs to be done. Then true, I want us to be a people because we've overgrown. Even if you compare with our neighboring countries, we have overgrown in terms of democracy. Why am I saying that? We should never come up with a concept that at any given time we need to have an opposition because the government will not deliver without being checked. Are you getting that? So when we bring that narrative of somebody to check the government, we are still missing the point. Like now, I can tell you we have an opposition, but an hygienic opposition. Because if somebody coming up to be an opposition leader, and this person, everything he does is simply incitement. Whenever policy is being brought up, they don't want that policy to come to live to see the end of the day. So that's not the kind of a country that we need. Having divergent opinion, trying to make the government deliver, does not necessarily mean you have to be in the opposition. Yes, I think that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Like in the social justice movement, we have a unit that are relevant to make the government perform, but they are not in the opposition.
Yeah.
So, in terms of structures, if that's what needs to be done, myself, I don't deny it. Are you getting?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we should not insist that without these people in the opposition, things doesn't work. Yes.
So now let's shift now gears and go to here. One of our clips for you speaking at the Bunge La Mwananchi platform.
Yes.
Is when you say that you cannot compare President Ruto to any other president within the first 3 years,
Yes.
because for you, you believe that he has outperformed any other president
Yes.
that we've had.
Yes.
Maybe qualify this point, and also when you're qualifying it, a lot of people who are critics of Ruto are saying that yes, maybe he might be working, but he's working on the wrong things at a different generation, or at the wrong things at a wrong time. Do you believe, if this is the case, is his manifesto wrong, or maybe are the people who are advising him misadvising him, or why are people feeling that he might be working, yes, but his priority are wrong? And also there's some critics who are saying he's not working at all. I think being unfair to him. And why did you say that?
I'll tell you this, and I'm telling you for free. I don't support Ruto's government because of any benefit. I do organic politics. And if given time, I can highlight practically what the Ruto's government has done with the reference of what transpired before, because I've been there before.
Yeah.
Like if you check Kibaki's government from 2003 to 2004, it was chaos everywhere. It was chaos everywhere. And that's why on 10th July 2003, the Standard newspaper did write in their headline that the NAC government is making Kenyans poorer and poorer. In that same sense setup, there was a meeting of ICJs. Martha Karua was presenting. Did give a data of how Kibaki government killed youths to a tune of 500, leave alone Mungiki. That Michuki dealt with in the Central Nation. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So we have quite a range of things. That same time of Kibaki is where us as Bunge La Mwananchi, through some of the MPs who are against Kibaki, made the president of Bunge La Mwananchi, then Odhiambo, to sit just 3 seats behind the president in the VIP in the stadium, Nyayo Stadium. And when Kibaki rose to speak, he started sounding Unga, Unga. That was Kibaki's government then.
Yeah.
Are you getting that? Then the last beat came when we were going to the 2007 elections. I can tell you for a fact, I campaigned for Kibaki through Tuju. It is not a story. Because we had some issues with Mheshimiwa Tuju, and at the end of the day, he prevailed upon me to help them. I did it. The intelligence report, Kibaki and Raila, Kibaki was above, Raila was above Kibaki by 67%, 68%, right from the March and up to the election time.
Yeah.
And that's the same margin Raila won with. So what am I trying to say? Kenyans are not patient. Kenyans are not patient. Then two, why am I saying these people are not fair to Kibaki? To Ruto. Because they are comparing what Kibaki did in 10 years with somebody who served for 2 years. They are comparing what Uhuru did in 10 years with somebody who served for 2 years. So I was just trying to tell you what happened to Kibaki from 2003. Huh? And that's why even the constitution, the dispensation failed in 2005. Because Kibaki's government was never popular. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Now come to where Kibaki's delivery came about. Because in the first place, things started going to the dogs. When Raila was the Minister of Roads, Public Service and Housing, and he went and requested for funds from the Germanese government to come and do slum upgrading. When the funds were released, what did they do next? They have housing from the Public Works, Roads and Housing, and gave to Kimunya. And that's why the only first phase of that project saw the light of the day. Because the donors, without Raila in the center, they quote the project away.
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm saying? So now, the real performance came after the coalition government, after the fracas of 2008. That's where even these road networks, Southern Bypass, Northern Corridor, what, these flyovers we are seeing around, the blueprints were drawn then. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Now, come to Mheshimiwa Uhuru. What did Uhuru do in the first 2 years? You cannot count it. They are not there.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling you, apart from the fact that there are other issues that affects Ruto's government, there are also these facts of Kenyans not being patient. And Kenyans are not realistic. They are not. And that's why at many times I say, at one point, it is more or less we were given democracy, but we have not matured enough to exercise democracy. Because if you see the way democracy works, sometimes you become perplexed. Huh? This same democracy requires a feminine, my sister, to want to be like me. And democracy gives them. The other time, some of them wanted to walk naked here when Kibaki was the president. Huh? And when Saitoti did try to talk, Lucy came out. Huh?
Yeah.
And said, leave these people alone. And that's when they came with my dress, my choice.
Yeah.
Of late, it is only women who are having sanity that are not walking naked. The ones that do not have do not even care.
Yeah.
The difference whether they have a clothes or they don't have, only God knows. And because it is cartel, democracy gave them. That same democracy gives a kid, my kid, sleeps in my house, eat from my house, go to the toilet because of me, goes to school, tells you I have my rights. If you try to talk to him or he or she tells you you are a person of before. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That same democracy is what has brought all these organograms in nonsensical bureaucracy. You have a dysfunctional toilet. That toilet alone, for it to be fixed, because we are going the democratic way, what is going to happen there next, do you know? They are going to set a committee discussing the toilet. That committee is going to set a subcommittee discussing the toilet. That subcommittee is going to set a requisition committee. The requisition committee is going to take it to the tendering process. 24 down the memory line, the toilet is not fixed because we are going the democratic way.
Yeah.
Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So this same democracy is what is making things not to go the right way. And now let me tell you where the challenge of the president comes in. Sometimes I don't want to sugarcoat politics because I've been here. The serious problem Mheshimiwa Rais has, the moment Ruto assumed power, those who are in the power then withdraw all the privileges and resources that were there to help the government move, ikiwemo funds. It is only in Kenya where you will get almost all these houses having safes. Somebody's having safes as far as 10. Some of them are even inbuilt. Huh? There is where they are keeping their euros, they are keeping their dollars, and this money is not circulating because they want to punish Ruto. Are you getting that? Then another approach that is key, Kenyans, we are inertia. We don't want to go by changes. And this is what brought problem when Michuki brought the Michuki rules. This is the same thing that Michuki brought the seat belts. It was mayhem for these people to conform to bring speed governors and seat belts. It was worse. This same problem is what came about when Mheshimiwa Matiang'i was making us migrate from analog to digital. There are no things that we were not told. So what I'm saying, as Kenyans, I can only tell you one thing. Based on what Ruto has done, once Ruto is out of the power, in fact, you'll get people rating Ruto number 1, then they rate Kibaki number 2. Because This Ruto's government that is not performing. This Ruto's government that is not performing got Kenya when we were in a debt of 8 trillion plus. Uhuru left.
Yeah.
Are you getting that? This same Kenya, this same country had arrears, even disbursements to the counties. Be it disbursement of the county, be it CDF, NGC.
Yeah.
And right now, this same Ruto's government has dispersed all the funds to the. There's no county that is claiming money from the central government. It has all been disbursed.
Yeah.
They've disbursed even CDF up to the tune of arrears of 31 billion. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
This same Ruto's government, where people say it's not performing, no institution in this country that is running losses. No, even one. If you have, you tell me. This same Ruto's government, whose main critics come from the central nation, but you'll never get them criticizing issues dealing with the tea and coffee. Why? Because a coffee cherry of 1 kg is going at 145 shillings from 80 shillings when Uhuru left power. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Right now, we are not even at the verge of defaulting. We've surpassed the debt payment by almost 2 trillion. Go and do your research. But Kenyans, we don't interrogate this. Reason being, everybody is individualistic. Kila mtu anataka kuona mfuko yangu ina pesa ama haina. So that's the nature of how we run our government.
Yeah.
Mwisho, let me tell you, mimi ningeomba Ruto aenda afikirie, naombe Mungu ampe wisdom ile Mungu Solomon aliomba Mungu, because with that nikienda kwa hiyo First Kings 3:14 is very clear. Wakati wote umepiga magoti, Mungu kupa privileges anaona kano na ile umeomba. You'll be added good life, long life, utapewa mali, utapewa hiyo wisdom na utapewa na privileges zingine.
Yeah.
Ushaona? Mwisho, when it comes to the second elections, I'm very categorical. If Kenyans are not going to go by feelings or siasa potofu, deceptive opinions, then I believe they are going to elect Ruto positively without condition. Reasoning being, they lack anything that is negative to discuss about him.
Yeah.
And so, that is what is bringing for me to request. Lao ningekuwa na opportunity. Vile Joshua aliomba Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa Joshua 10:12-14, kwamba asimamishe jua na mwezi. Watu wafanye uchaguzi mchana wa jua. Kama watu wanaonana. Ifanywe vizuri, itangazwe vizuri, Kenya iwe na amani na tusonge mbele.
Yeah.
With that, we are positive and we are going to grow. My last bit of advice, as young people, Kenyans, we are privileged kuwa na vijana ambao wamesoma. Wachukue nafasi yao waweze kuinterrogate ni nini hii inatugonganisha na gava. Then the government pia wa embrace these young guys like this the community of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you.